So when I'm releasing a song, I am intentional. So there's strategic planning. So that song, it's part of an album. I don't have things to do with Bebe Kuro. He's a singer, but I'm thinking like someone who is, maybe if I was on his team and I have a body of work, this is just one song. I've not heard what else is on that song.
The other songs, yeah.
But I think this one was supposed to serve what it should serve. Normally tachigula luji in the African market. Wachitegera. Luyinza obutakukolera kaleerwe nenga luyina kyelukolera, the brand in some other markets. Then kati gwe kaleerwe naawe oyinako oluyimba lwo. Oba kitegeera. So chobola batoleta analyzing abakaleerwe to analyze the project. No, and I'm not in a bad way.
Nange Shalom bakuwadde ebibyo.
Who is Shalom? Nedda don't take a beat to your. I'm saying the people, the certain people are very specific in their analysis. Or watch together. So toleta muntu who is analyzing at that level to analyze a project that was not meant. Or watch together. But like,
Century Property Rio Essence Uganda Limited. Abategesi b'ebibuga byaba mufuna mpola. Tulina ploti okuva ku miliyoni emu. Ate tukkiriza ekibanja mpola. Emitwalo 5 nga wetwalira ploti. Tutunda ettaka erya buli kika mu ggwanga lyonna. And 1 million company. Tusanga Namugongo Road maaso ga St. Francis Church Basilica. Esonde mabega wa Total Petrol Station. Enalia Center. Emayanga. Wayagala okulambula amateeka gonna. Tukutambuliza ku bwere.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on when you are catching us from. My name is Musoga Eclipse, tuli ku Gagamel TV olunaku olwaleero. Basically, when sijja na episode bisinga tuba tuogera ku bintu ebiba bisobodde okubanga bitambula music industry, but today we're going to talk about a totally different topic. Olunaku olwaleero ndine muganda wange ajja kuba abeyanjulira ababeera abawuliza Magic 100 FM mumanyi, abalaba U24 mumanyi, abalaba UBC generally, abadde ku platforms ezenjawulo, ate waliwo n'ebintu bingi byabaddemu behind lwakuba mbadde temusobola kubanga mulaba faces, mulide bigenda maaso iTunes biki byonna ebintu ng'ebyo abadde abibeeramu naye nga tajjaayo face ye, nga just waliwo abantu abali technical nga babeera ne mabega kiringa we tubeera ano mu production, waliwo abeera kamera editing wako omuteekayo abana omugaso gw'amaanyi nnyo, naye fe ababeera ku kamera ebiseera ebisinga ffe bemutera okwokyayo nabo abantu abo mbalowoozeeko. Tugenda kuba tutunuulira music industry eno okuva mu mwaka gwa 2000 mpaka we tuli right now. Tugenda maaso tudda mabega, what should be the solutions. Today we're going to have an episode of 30 minutes. Tugenda kuba tuogera for 30 minutes. Then in the next episode tujja kuba tubabuulira ekinaaba kye tunaaba tukomyeko olunaku olwaleero. Musajja gwendi naye nsobola muyita music genius. Ensonga za music agitegeera nnyo ne industry. Music genius ne industry genius byawukanirawa. Oba oluzungu lwenjogera lwewaffe Busoga.
Simanyi, but it's according to preference. Mwami gonna li mkuru mu government gonna li meeting nangamba mwami go yali antumako nangamba go and see that man. He's a financial technologist. Kati nebuza financial technologist so kisinzira gwe ngeri gyobola byemo
perspective yolabiramu ekintu
ate nga musajja mukulu nnyo nangamba that one is a financial kati tosa amuguza technologist kituza nogamba okesa
kati gwe nogenda omulabire mu angle gwe gyoyagala
financial technology omanye otuko omuntu nga technologist financial
actually yesterday one of our lecturer yatugambye you see when you go to your villages abantu abamu tebasoma, so when you mentioned that I'm from Makerere University buli chobalimba oyo mumuleke hava Makerere. So waliwo omuntu abeera mu office, ogenze mu office katugeze ngeya ogenze mu office ya prime minister oba ogenze wa deputy speaker honorable Tayebwa kanabeera ke kigambo kya kugamba ngo kinawutinga nayo olwa position gyalina.
How can you question
ngamba watukira ebintu kirabika waliwo byasoma byesimanyi. But yeah, officially buza kuba tulaba Gagamel TV. It's your first time?
It's my first time, but nga nkulaba Musoga. I follow a lot, and by the way I want to say congratulations, your content has changed so much over time. I think I started following like over a year ago.
But we started around 2020.
But But I even told you off camera the other day ngamba Musoga nakuzino content iwe you say it's more so abalaba Gagamel TV nsanyu so balaba. My name is Shadrack Kisame kisoka dandi musajja musumba ndi bulizi wanjiri ekyo kye kisoka mu byonna naye siri musumba atakola ndi musumba akola
alina omulimu waliwo abasumba batakola nga bagala kujja sente mu ndi
sijja byogerako
okay generally engeri gye tutali naye wano ku nsonga ezo akatudde ku topic y'olunaku olwaleero music omulabo otya engeri gyatambulamu. We can be fixing some English, use Luganda because we have a different audience here.
Yeah, maybe why I'm in this place Racho Pise is because nina wide experience more digital music representation ya Audio Mark for over 3 years. Audio Mark streaming platform by the country rep menga sure anti abantu ba kosa Audio Mark your musicians bafuna promotion ku Audio Mark na the industry kufuna mumo Audio Mark. It's an American platform. Then I worked for 1RPM as an East African specialist. 1RPM is a music distribution ngabula as a tune core but it's an American. There's a high level season as a tune core. There's a high level.
You said Audio Mark?
Audio Mark. I worked for Audio Mark. I worked for 1RPM.
1RPM is a company, it's a streaming platform.
It's a company, it's a distribution platform. Audio Mark is streaming platform. 1RPM is a distribution company. And I also work there as an East African specialist. I also, interned for Boom Play a while ago, Nemudundo a while ago. So I've been in the industry, Nenga boy you get there in the back door. Then I also have a record label experience in East Africa. So 360. 360. And that's why I'm here today to share some of the insights.
Okay. In the digital world, bintu bingi ebikyuka. Waliwo ebintu bye tubadde tambuliramu okuva emabega. Naye nga tetunnagenda kulumba bintu binene nnyo. Njala tutandike ne grounds ezawano. Music industry yaffe eno eyina foundation gye yayimirirako oba nsobola ogiyita ekidiira foundation kuba waliwo ba founders abasooka. Basically nga Abannayuganda batunuulira nnyo music waba big 3. Era nolaba nti n'abayimbi abajja bonna bageza nnyo ku groundinga nti njala kutuulako interview Chameleon, njala tuddeko, njala tuulako interview Bobi we, njala tuddeko ba Bebe cool. Njala tusooke tunuulire the change eyajja n'abasajja abo in line of digital ku basajja abaaliwo.
Even before we go to digital Musoga, generally speaking, the big 3 by influencing our music. By influencing omwana nze era omwana abantu kasita banda bakokoza abana bamanye erinnya netamanyi face. Zero mpita wisi ali ku street omuno ngamba wewe Shadrack music Shadrack. Afunira namba nze mfuna abana abampereza demo buli lunaku nga 10. Simaina gye bajja namba, simaina gye bajja namba kuba yamba bogerera kubagagga cause nature nacho chikola. I talk to investors to make sure nti ono muyimbi ali ready, the investment ready. Naye botunulira abana abo bonna buli omu mulabamu either Bobi wine, mulabamu Chameleon, mulabamu Bebe. Primarily, principally, it's a good thing because these are the godfathers of the music industry. Naye ate nakyo mulimu ebibi ebyavaamu nti because abanene batandika engeri gye batandikamu teyali professional, yali ya street.
For the love, just
love. Tebaina yabakwatako. They didn't have investors. They didn't have professional companies sign them. Yali street. Okitegeera. Mvuddeyo Bobi neyiyiza. Bebe cool yagezako nagenda mu gopa DJs natwala Chameleon in a kind of professional setting. Nakyo nekiyita but otunulira kati buli mwana gwolaba naye ayagala kikuba street. Era buli gwoyogera gamba nze Shadrack nkikubye, nze Shadrack
ndi mubi
bad, nze mbonyabonye n'endongo, which is a good thing. Nekina we kikoma. So bwetudda mu bizibu kubanga ebizibu ebiriwo why our industry is the way it is bibiri. From my perspective I could be wrong. Bibiri. One, tulina kye tuyita capital labor relations. Enkolagana ya capital sente n'abakozi. Okitegeera?
Capital
labor relations.
Guys, nyenda basabamuko for today. Interview eno obogiraba. You take note buli kyowuliriza bwe buno bufirimu Vijay Junior bwatugamba nti ka detective kaweemu ku budde olyoka obitegedde ndowooza tandisa ogenda technical. Capital
labor relation. Nti capital oba mu Luganda bakiyita entandikwa oba entandikwa ya sente then n'abakozi ng'abakozi be ba creative nti tetuyina nkolagana wakati wa sente entandikwa n'abayimbi baffe tewali nkolagana. In other words tewali capital. Bw'otambula okimanyi nti sazino bw'ogenda mu banka ng'olina ky'olina basobola okuwa capital genda osuubula emivumba naye wano mugamba nti aba musician ne bwembanze nga baha sente zange zigenda kufiirayo okitegedde. So we do not have a relationship between capital ne labor.
Kale tugenda tuka eyo tuddeyo ku gundi y'aba big three.
That's a problem nzija. That's a problem. Then another problem is professionalism. Those are the only two. Kakati bwe tuddeyo ku ba big three nabo ba facing the same problems.
Tebaina
capital but the labor was available.
The labor was available, tebaina
capital which led to lack of professionalism.
Capital baina labor the art
era ne kati labor wali naye capital tewali
ekyava mu kubeera ne mbutaba na capital naye nga baina art kyaleta unprofessionalism.
Yes, nti kubanga if someone gives you capital you adhere by their rules. Okitegera otandika okukola engeri gyakugambye mwemu omusajja yampa capital n'okugondera amateeka ge nina okuba ku budde nina okweyonja nina okwogera obulungi nina okukola bwenti naye kakati bo kubanga yakyekubira okitegera nze nakikuba na hasolinga tewaliyo toyina kyongamba okitegera. So at the end of the day you become a god of your own. Chovola abo for them that's how it was. Tewali yamuteka mu capital era toyinza beno gamba muze Bebe kulu namuteka musenze. You're lying. Chameleon you're lying. The guy yamugamba bus corridor you're lying. Look at Bobi Wine where he is toyinza beno gana namuteka musenze. You're lying. Bana batandika ku street era babayambako nga bamaze
okutuuka gye bali
and that was a problem. Chola bakugambanga nti usasude newa Chameleon yanajja. Whatever ebintu ebyo lack of professionalism. So that's why our industry is the way it is because the godfathers ebizibu ebyo tebabisolvinga ne bikupa mungana ate kati bo bakula mala ne bakula ne bakitegeera chobola abera bagamba abaana mukakane. When I look at Bobi Wine's interviews right now talking about music, when I look at Bebe Cool's interviews right now, when I look at Chameleon and at least nsonyiwa mukama ona Bebe Cool was another person. And when you see him talking now, he's a totally different person.
Another person, we're talking about another person 5-10 years back.
10-15 years ago. Back. Where Bebe Cool yali nyanga ku ntebo oyo. That one is a kati sawa zino Bebe Cool wakati no na meeting of Bebe Cool weda. Those are totally different people. And again, it's because now he's troubled, he's joined government, he's been in organized places. Professionalism is now accorded. I was at an event with him, twali to high level event yabamaje twali to commemorating the former CDF Arunda Nyakairino bamukolera ku gundi. And I went and talked to him, so professional. It's like, oh, how are you? Like, omanyo omuntu natenza nategera nti muyimbi, but just because you know him. So they've changed. Even when you look at Chameleon, different person. Even when you look at Bobi Wine, totally different people. But because they are the godfathers, engage bakitandikamu chayingira mu baana. Era by the way, bintu byetulabamu abaana bano don't turn nyambu mu Gen Z. No. There's something that they saw. Chola omwana omutu nogamba Bobi Wine bwate we yatandika, isn't it? Not nogamba yo Bebe Cool bwate we yali.
This explains why when Alien Skin came, everyone was like tufunye Bobi Wine wa formula.
Exactly, because an Alien Skin turns a kuli mambo. That's how he was created. No. You cannot tell me. You were mentored, although it wasn't directly, but you were mentored somehow.
I was talking to someone last week. Kings are in ekintu kyali yakoze wano ku UBC. And then guy nangamba, that is the real Chameleon.
Exactly. And now no wonder kati ate wali walking sahaba inspiring. Nabo bajja. Kati nabo bagenda berangani. So no wonder ogenda no tunulira. Omanyi bagantu baganyo comparing Nigeria na Uganda, but let's talk big three. Nigeria, let's talk big three Uganda. Look at Two-Face Idibia. Ye Chameleon wa. Look at Two-Face. Two baba. Era bo tunulira two baba. Baba na boy baga. Bana boy mulaba tayino mtu omunene bwe tujja kutu baba.
Two-Face.
Two-Face. But Wizkid wena but Davido bayimba bya tubaba. Kitegera. So nolabanga tubaba nti professionalism yasokereye waabwe. Two-Face, signed with, multi corporations way before anyone. He sang internationally way before anyone. So professionalism boy yabayingira mu mangu. No wonder right now their industry is very organized compared to ours. So those are the problems we have. Labor, capital. I talked to nakolera 1 PM kolera audio mark. Abantu abo I didn't get those jobs in Uganda. Nazifuna from the Nairobi offices. Ezo companies zona zina offices in Nairobi, net zina offices in Uganda. You know why? Because they consider us as a C market.
C market.
That Nairobi is considered as a B+ market.
Ebintu ebyo B+, C market tugenda tukawo. Tuli powered by labate weneze ku praise banai. Tuli powered by Century Property Uganda Limited. Nga bano bakugamba nti gwe yetaaga ettaka lyonna around Kampala n'okutwala ne Uganda yonna mu size zonna aba Century basobola okubanga bakufunira ekifo oba ettaka wonna oyagala zimba nnyumba bugazi ki ettaka lyonna beesiga bagenda kubanga bakufunira. Bano nno baguddewo ne office endala awo Kasangati akugayaza road. Balina offices ez'enjawulo, balina office awo ekyali Wajjala Namugongo, balina office Nansana. Kwegamba balina offices ezenjawulo osobola okwasanga in case of anything. Besige osobola ogenda ku mikutu gyabwe emigatta abantu Century Properties Uganda Limited nobanga osobola okubanga obafuna oba osobola okuba ku namba y'essimu ebeera mu bulango bwa fobo tuteekayo obwa Century Properties. Ekyo no kijja kuyamba osobola okubanga ofuna akataka okuviira ddala ku mitwalo 5 aga Uganda osobola okufuna ettaka with Century Properties Uganda Limited. Njagala tutambule otunnyonnyodde impact y'aba big 3 n'ekyabavaamu. Natugamba nti ojja kutunulira ati abayimbi abasinga waliyo yangamba Fikfa Mike oyo mulaba amala gonna n'okweraga bikibi yatambuliramu Bebe Cool okubeera n'eri egundi yonna Bebe Cool n'otunulira nti King Saul lwemo yangambirawo nti oyo chameleon nga bw'omulaba bw'ali n'otunulira Alien Skin kati nti Bobi Wine yenna yamumazeeyo. Tutambula balina emyaka gye baatuukamu around was it 2014 2015 Kenzo ng'aleese afunye BET nga tuyingira mu digital world. Oluyimba lwa Kenzo terwasoka kola wa.
Yes.
Kyaleetera oluyimba lwa Kenzo okusala.
There's something when in the past. Waliwo scripture wegamba nti the race is not to the swift. In other words, okudduka ennyo tekitegeeza nti nogenda kusinga. But time and chance happens to all of us. So ne Katonda alina kyayita time ne chance. It happens to all of us. Me, I'm going to be actually mbera saga nnyo kwogera ku Eddy Kenzo. But because he's a presidential advisor, sagala kunsiba. But Eddy Kenzo, for me, I feel like over his yelos je twasinga okufuna as far as going to the next level is concerned. It's going to take a lot for anyone to get to where Kenzo got. I'm telling you, ate simala mbayimbi manje. Oyo mwana yali atuuse.
Teyatuuka yali atuuse.
Oyo mwana yali atuuse. I'm telling you, me Eddy, I go back to his streams. Nze I'm a data analyst, digital data analyst. Ogenda ku streams za Kenzo. He has over 1 billion streams on YouTube. He has close to 2.5 million subscribers on YouTube. Yali atuuse. But omanye lwaki yakomao? Capital, labor, relations.
Capital, labor, relations. Ebintu ebyo tugenda bimanya maaso awo.
He did not sign with any label. Yasigala akyekubira kubanga ndi mwana wa Masaka, ndi mwana wa street. Ebipapula byammwe sibitegeera, sigenda kusigninga na Sony, sigenda kusigninga na Universal mwagala kunziba. He stopped there. Burna Boy signed with Warner Brothers. Do you know when he drops a song, do you know what his marketing budget is? Over $200,000. Million lunana. Nga walutadde ku luyimbo. Davido's Timeless album.
Nebwe naawe ebyo ebintu bisoboka. Million lunana. Olwaki?
Olwa Uganda.
Nga balutadde ku luyimba.
One song. capital chetuita capital. Look at Davido's Timeless album yali kana available manyi marketing budget close to $500,000 ochitegera. So labor tujirina, but the relationship between labor and capital. So Eddy gwogamba nti Eddy kyali abula ku kiti kintu echi capital. But it's not like he didn't get the chances. Eddy got the chances. Waliwo tuna meeting je twali mu high level meeting nachogera nagamba I have contract baji mpereze Universal na Sony n'ebintu byabwe sibitegera. You get? So it wasn't the lack of an opportunity. Ochitegera. But he just didn't do it.
Bagenda kumkozesa.
Na ekyo kiddayo eri kubali abasatu. Bo berumbira ochitegera nange ka nerumbire. You know, you can sit there and say I have a guy teba affecting, I'm a man of my own, but I'm telling you those guys affected everyone ali mu industry. Buli omu. Look at Radio. I think Radio was a very good artist. But he was also influenced by the same time yatukanga buza bamumanyi sebo nga toyogera inza no kubanga kiri okitegera na kyekubira. You can't tell me anything
kyaliwo
kitegere ekyo kintuze na kye okitegera. So that thing always affects them. So
the challenges we have today, the problems we have today right now is courtesy of Chameleon, Bebe and Bobi Wine,
because of the experiences they went through, the people they became. Atejukira when they bafuka abantu we batutumukira. Sabana tebatunda ne bagamba Chameleon wakati gwenjagala. No.
Bagala chiri.
Ayagala oli wa mama Mia. Ayagala oli wa mama Mia oli. Ayagala oli Bebe Kulu wakase piche yalinga ne Bobi nga okitegera oyo gwe bagala. Ne wali Bebe Kulu kati aso kugamba. Tambula mpola. Omusajja ngono bwa kuyita. Tosiba balance. Bebe Kulu wakati achiko. Chameleon wakati. Agamba nedda wali office ze batawoganira. Chameleon wakati achikugamba. Ne bano ba artists aba following, they're not getting the counsel from the artists now. They're getting the other guys. They're being inspired by the other people. Ochitegera.
Bali
abedda ate nabo bayina ebizibu byaki bya capital labor relations. Chobolaba bwobo yogera ne government and people bagamba eno yali highly informal sector. Matewali aso agiteka busente. Ochitegera. Even till date Musoga, me I can tell you so many upcoming artists bona bantu kiride, you know, in the back end, and we talk and they're all trying to get signed. Na ye buli investor gwenjogera. There are people who have done, you know, who have tried to invest capital consistently. Swans has done a really good job consistently. Music is the business you take $1 million bibiri. No vira mwao. Ngoina just YouTube channel tekola na send.
No take $1 million
bibiri 200 million shillings. I have met people. I'm telling you, I have met people who have I meet investors. I have my guys talent walls. Waliwo maestro. There are people putting in. There are people, even Jeff. Look at Jeff, Roger, you know, Black Magic, our guy. Bani, like, look at people who've invested money. But at demo center for a very long time. Then when you meet them, they're like, Shadrach to Woody. But what you take, right? Music is a business. You take a center. And the only thing you have to show is a YouTube channel. Because of lack of professionalism. Ngomutade million chikumi naende bamugamba awetaina chakolera. Lack of professionalism. People don't want to invest. People don't want to invest in the music industry. That's our problem. Tetuina capital.
Kale, to move in to still the big three. We still at the foundation.
Yes.
YouTube wija. YouTube ina impact yonna je agata ku music industry ngati tunatuka ku platforms ezizo oluvanyuma.
I think YouTube is one of the best things that happened to the music industry. YouTube kubanga botunia, and again because of lack of a professional kind of environment botunulira nti ba big three tebachifuna munga bwe balina chifuna. Kubanga nze sawa zino there's nina catalog audit je nakola for one of the three of them. I won't mention the name. Bampa catalog ya ina nyimba bina. to make a catalog audit, and I audited naye nga ye agamba ya aina enyimba bina naye ngendo zitunulamu ng'ekituufu alina enyimba 16 ng'endala balala be bazirina abalala bazibba endala tezaafuluma endala zaafulumira mu bihawe bizi so neweesanganga
wait, that's a bit technical. He told you had 400 songs
and they were listed and nga nange zimu zangamba
nzimanyi zize
naye nga bwenkebeera
but then when you go to the streaming platform
according he doesn't own the music but that goes back to the problem of foundation na kyekubira wakyekubira kituufu naye tolina professional amanyi bino bintu oba kitegeera wakyekubira kituufu naye teweebuuzizza ku muntu. I remember Bebe Cool had tried where he said he had 6 managers and stuff and what, but I can authoritatively tell you if I sat down with Bebe Cool right now I can show him where he's been losing money. I think for him he's tried because I know I even know the companies with Orchard. Now I can tell you even where he's been losing money. But not because it's his strength. Watch together, but there needs to be a professional person.
So basically, ekintu kya gundi kino kyetwogerako ekya capital tekijja in form of just money, but even the people around you, the management and so on.
Until when you have capital, you can employ people. The reason as to why bote bali na professional companies bainanga gang tosasula nze njagala bandabe nga ntambula n'omuyimbi okitegeera so tunywana ko nomwoleze engatto nomwoleze emmotoka oli mu ganga so maybe once in a while notambuza music okitegeera.
There is something I've seen actually of late when you look at I'm going to talk about bajja kunyiga. But let me talk about Bebe Cool as a person. Of late, bwoba tunudde nga alina walaga takyalina bantu batambula nabo nga tebalina mugaso. Most of the people kati bomulaba naye bw'aba alina musoga omanya nti musoga alina kyagenza okola. Bw'aba alina looya we era omanyi bagenze mu bintu byalo. Bw'aba agenda mu offices kijja kuba kizibu osangayo musoga. Bw'aba agenda ku stage kijja kubeerera kyangu osangayo ani musoga. So problem jogezaako gamba the people around ojakwesanga nti waliwo oli nga omulimu gwe kukoleza sigala kati otalina kyasobola ku advice
ate kati olaba akikola kati because now he has capital okitegeera he can pay a lawyer he can pay a data analyst he can pay a social media manager he can pay luli yali tasobola okitegeera so everyone who wanted to be yali just kantambulira kyobola baba batambulira nko nabo bamala ne bafuuka bayimbi oba okira. I can tell you, Musoga, I work with so many artists, like backdoor. Sina na bifananyi nabo. I work with so many. I'm telling you, if you got my phone right now, I work with so many artists. I work with labels. I work with investors. Sometimes never even see balaba. Meeting a manager nga batugenda kola chine more strategy because I'm in it. I'm a professional person. Sina kyetaaga muyimbi mbu twekubye ekifaananyi. That's not my payment. My payment sigamba mbu manyi Bebe Cool. No. Never meeting a who? Ronnie.
Manager Ronnie.
I meet with Ronnie. We do Bebe Cool work. I don't need to meet Bebe Cool. Ronnie, pay me my money.
Business.
Okitegeera. Ate kati Ronnie ajja kumanja mulimu. Okitegeera. Ajja kumanja mulimu. I don't need to meet Bebe Cool. Ne obuzibu bwalinga wali nti they didn't have money to hire people.
So let's talk about the media. For a long time, artists have been complaining into media ya Uganda. It is one of the sources of why the music industry has failed to take a step in terms of growth.
I actually, again, this is me. I actually don't think so. I think the media played a very big role in promoting Ugandan music industry. Kubanga botunulira neba big three nga social media tenaji. Ojikira kwe ba thrivingiranga. Shows olugambo nga baba hyping ne bakola kira fe ko twabitegeera nga tugira tewali social media.
Balwanye mu bakoze
nga bitegeera. Okitegeera oli mu primary ne okimanyi nti Bebe Cool yakubye radio. Okitegeera kyokka tewabaddeyo wa mu rouge. Oba kiraba. So I think the media played its role. It's just that artists but tulina kye tubayita kicks of a dying horse. Wobo ofuna kyonna kye weekwatirako gambe kino kye kinnemesezza, but the actual truth biri ebintu ebyo. Capital labor na professionalism. I'm going to give you an example here. My boss wa audio mark last year, I think it was early last year, from the UK. Bag twagendo keberanga mu audio mark, the most searched artist was Alienski. Most searched artist. You know that abantu go bali kunonya mu Uganda nnyo.
Mu audio mark. Ko boss wanguza, who is this guy? Nenga, they don't have his official account. They don't have nothing. There's no email. But he's the most searched artist. Nga kulika abalala bateekayo ennyimba ze. Ate audio mark temala gasasula muntu ataddeyo ennyimba kubanga anyone can put nenga copyright siye so temala gasasula. I had to go to Fangon mu bwa pastor bwange. I called because I know Magic Touch. I professionally represent him sometimes, the DJ. Magic namgamba omuyimbi wa I need to see him waliwo ebintu bya digital. Go to Magic Touch, I sit there, I wait. Nga there are like 3-4 guys who handle digital. I don't know see ajidina, atoli ajidina, you get. There's confusion. Anya alino de makane kansoke mukubire koka. Obo chitegera. But this is the most searched artist. The time he was hot, it's the most searched artist on a DSP that is international. On a DSP that you can make $500,000. You can make. Nayenga tatumanyi waliwo n'omulala munene sijja mwogera linnya bangamba they sent him an email and he's not opened it for 6 months. There's an official email from Audiomark to the artist. Tabikulanga email ye for 6 months. Musoga Eclipse gemanya gange tuli ku Kagame TV. I told you this year I'm going to be a bit different. Tuina trips nyingi eza music zetusubira okubanga tuvistinga this year. How I hope I can visit Audiomark tuyongere okumanya details because this is going to start with information. But tubate tuwadde bantu information. I am playing my part in the change of music industry. Sticho okolanga gwo omuntu gwatulaba saawa zino goifa justify naye waliwo omuntu ali technical atulaba kati buli omuntu okubaako ne step gyokola okubeerako bye tukyusa waliwo bonali njogera naye nangamba nti n'abantu bennyini abali mu industry beekuba ekikono oli amanya nti okugenda no attendinga BET award si kizibu just olina okuyita vote no applying vote ne vote not ne bakukkiriza n'ofuna access n'osobola okubanga ofuna connections n'okiringa n'abantu beweegomba okubeera naye Munnayuganda tasobola kugamba Munnayuganda munne nti woyita wano oyinza ogenda mu trace n'obeerayo n'okola emikwano so tugezaako okubawa information yono naye ate musoge ebintu biri mu bayimbi ebintu biri mu bayimbi people in the back end they communicate kubanga godogamba mbu oli omuntu tampadde contacts biki gwe ku team yo oyina omuntu asobola okufunira contacts tulina ekintu kyetuyita business development business developer ye muntu anonya mulingeri possible business okufuna linkages partnerships biki business development so kuyina okubaako omuntu akola ekintu ku brand yo natona gamba muyimbi muno bikuwa kubanga naye tomanyi bwe yabifuna oba kitegera natona gamba muyimbi muno aganidde contacts on your team Kenzo yababuuza nzani yazini exactly on your team do you have someone who is in charge of that? I can tell you for example with Eddy who Martin ebintu abira abona bayogera nabo bali mu gundi there's one time people were looking for Eddy Kenzo from Nairobi Martin angamba yeah I talked to the Nairobi office okay I'm also talking to the US office okitegera ngolaba nze setaga muyimbi so many times I've done Eddy Kenzo things I don't even need to talk to him I talk to Martin that is where the business passes that's where the business passes another person that I want to that really surprised me surprising and I couldn't believe it because he was in the US was Palazzo. There's a time some guys from Seychelles reached out to me nga bagala Palazzo. So I talked to Gabriel because Gabriel yatera okumpeleza digital byebintu byera by the nze nali sogera nkona Palazzo nenga pushing music through Gabriel
So that time bagay bandi bubi Gabriel takwata masimu. So I'm like, you know what, let me talk to Palazzo. I talk to Palazzo. Ngamba Palazzo, there's this guy, do you have this date, how much is it going to be, blah blah blah. I've talked to Gabi tanzili. Mubyona bena bina musaba yangambe kintu kimu. Shadrack, the date is open, but finish the financial details with Gabi. Me, I respected him so much
for that.
Omanyo mulache yandigambye, hey, Gabi akugambye meka. Hey, kalenze kankusalireko. All about that kind of unprofessionalism. Naye ngamba, hey, ogwera noli. Date kankuyambe bagambe date yeri open. Ne kubya sente maliriza.
There is one thing that I've just got from that conversation. I was talking to Bebe, was it last week in Atanaba Komawan in Uganda. So I was booking an interview for Horizon Vibe and Gagamel TV. You know what Bebe told me? Ati msogo mancho ogendo kola. Kubira dali yasi mkola point. I was like,
Nange. But that's professionalism.
But then I got it later and at now this is the lane.
That's professionalism. This man is taking. That's professionalism. Musoga, come on. Tuemanyi nnyo. But for this interview, since last week ongamba tukenda kola interview, you called me last night. Obo chitegera ngo tegedde mu abinosi bye biri bye press meeting and Shadrack and kati now this is real business. Obo chitegera. No muntu better and the other person, because I handle his things directly, is Daddy Andre. Andre kastaba ne chintu cha custom muizobera mu byamwe simanya production bichireta kamwe kitundu bichine mbimala ne custom tandiko yingira mu technicalities ziche ngakwate namba ya musumba mukubira obo kitegera
bila musumba akubulire kijja kuba kitya
era bino byonna nze muntu anazanga ngamba amanyi babita mtabani waga mtabani wo
soko mpe ku single shot yao
era matukasaba tandika ngamba mtabani wo Andre simanya bichi tatukolera bichi. So kakati nganze mbabuza bayise mwani. Wachitegera. Bayise mwani. Kubanga for me I know nti bwobo oyise watu. You can't have issues like simanya limba lwange tebakoze oba kitegera. Lack of professionalism. Naye kubanga n'abayimbi ne ba customers bamanyi. Omuyimbi bwe mwebwirako direct
kijja kugwa.
Ne bwenzira ate mu Shadrack ajja kumpanvu ya oba bwe mpita mu
gundi kijja
gundi ono mulala kijja kulwawo okitegeera. So ne professionalism nafe market nayo to contributing a chinene.
Do we have people that talk about these issues? I'm talking about analysts.
No, I think we two mixings have into bibiri, and I think that's a bad thing. We have mixed the music business with the show business. There's a difference between the music. Right now, Chetwikogerako is the music business. Naye abantu chaba facing and the analysts in the ventero kulaba on TikTok maybe on TV. They're in what we call the show business.
Where is the difference?
The difference is in the technicality. Because show business is Bebe Kulumpale ya usise. No siboko for an hour, but that's not taking the music industry further. It's part of showbiz, yes, chikola maulire, but at the end of the day, techida che tutwalala nti oli ba mukubye olwi. Ne tuchumala ko omwezi. Ne Twitter, sanga kumentioning amanya ba promoter ba nina oba jeba.
But by the way, talking about promoters, there is one thing that chenjagala abantu abalina platforms ba wave value. I don't understand when someone goes international, works on an album, and then you invite a person like Bajo to comment about that. Ndoza tusobola mulekera ebivulu commenting ku bivulu. Because I don't get it. Bajo as a person asobola kuba biased ku muntu.
No, I believe I don't even bias. I think the platform owners have issues. Because kakati nze sawa zino tusobola kumpita musoga n'ongamba so kombulire kati kunkuka oba olimba
Shadrack asobo tulawo enkuka agirabye engato kachupa
oba olimba. So the platform owners need to give value. Kubanga kati for instance sawa zino ontadde ku sport wombuza kunkuka era nja kwogera byemmanyi n'ebijja ba vague. Because it's not my area of expertise, but because I'm on the sport, I'm on live television, I'm on your platform, of course I have to give something. But it's not my area of expertise. And always the answers become vague. So the quality of content nebeera vague okitegeera so ba platform owners be balina obuzibu tunulira omuntu gw'obuuza about an international album oba kitegeera what reservations are they going to do to push because okay what is the motive for the interview first of all what is the intention
so waliwo shows ezibeerawo n'omuntu gwe baleese nga bamanyi nti bwe tuleeta ono ne tumubuuza ku alubamu ya Bebe Cool agenda tuwa kino kye twagala
like what is the motive kat for instance wangambye why I even came you told me the movie like Shadrach I think I want to change the kind of content about the music business that's a good motive that's what I want to do because 5-10 years later I'm a full pastor China buno budde I need to have like 11 Shadrachs nga bategeera kyenkola they have the experience
so in simple terms the people that we host as analysts
ayinza oba analyst mu kirala n'essimu ekyo gwe ky'omuyitiddeko I can give you an example look at the kind of show that James Proper does that's content okitegeera because he's exposed ate because bamuyita mu area ye okitegeera James is very exposed era nebo tunira TikTok yabeera kugamba utadde ku Spotify Nigeria okitegeera this is someone who is exposed and he's saying the right kind of content oba okitegeera even sometimes you know once in a while I watch Bush ne Bush nebo mulaba nga ayogera ku events olaba omuntu ali passionate about production ayogera n'ekimanyi okitegeera ate kati tomuzza eri mu birala okitegeera tomuzza mu birala there's a time I think obayina be yagaana okuyimba and he's trying to stress a point and he's like guys client wange ye muyimbi omuyimbi yagambye obudde bwe buti newe buti professionalism ngomulaba ali stressing naye ngono wa interview ayaga mutwala eri mu biboozi okitegeera so mwe ba platform owners mwe abali kuleta quality of content okugwa kubanga oli guy si professional ku kintu ky'omubuuza si professional like one time I was watching an interview of this this girl who Ava Peace Ava is a fast rising artist. The only thing she wants to hear about is how I push my music ate kati goli mubuuza mugoloza ki ku federation ne uma she does come on era namulaba ngali she was disturbed
agezaako kukyewala kyokka ali mu kamera already
she has a new song okitegeera she has a new song the thing she wants to push is her new song okitegeera tomubuuza leta abasajja abakulu nga Daddy Andre abadde mu uma abadde mu federation mubuuze politics okitegeera kubanga his knowledgeable bonna abaddemu ne katobuuza Ava Peace those are totally different things okitegeera so nze nzirayo ku mmwe mmwe abali kwonona kind of content waliwo ebibuuzo byetalina kubuuza abantu bamu
there is one blogger that bamukyaza I don't know bamuyite analyst bamukyaza ne bamugamba Bebe Cool yatadde oluyimba circumference n'agamba terwavudde na kiwaatule mu nju and I was like is this an analyst oluyimba lwa premierize ku MTV lwa premierize ku Magic lwa premierize but then as an analyst professional ngogamba oli analyst professional and you out such a statement
but then also I think tunamu different kinds of people like for instance for me I work for the music industry I don't work for any artist I work for the music industry so me I look at the whole music industry I don't need to be your fan oba you get setaga kuba fani wo it's I take a whole microscopic view ku music yenna oba kitegeera naye gwe omuntu gw'obuuziza akola music industry oba alina abayimbi bakolera oba kitegeera
wabeerawo n'ekyo nti oli agamba analyst
nenga ina abayimbi bakolera
tojja mutuuza mu kamera ayogera ekituufu ku Bebe Cool kuba akolera Bebe Cool
ina abayimbi bakolera and all those things oba kitegeera me before I started working in the music industry professionally of course nali nina this is my favorite but time came nentuka ekiseera nentandika you know to put feelings aside and watch the business for like what it is.
We left with only 10 minutes. My name is Musoga Eclipse tuli ku Gagamel TV. Nyongera okubajjukiza nti ndine Shadrach musajja musumba naye ng'ovuddeko ku ky'obusumba n'ebintu bya entertainment abirimu nnyo just that nti ali backdoor nnyo ali mabega ali mu technical part of it era wambali n'ebintu byange ebiri technical byenjagala okumwebuuzaako akasimu kakuba n'angamba Musoga ekyo mukolebwe muti ne mukolere kijja kuba kiggwa nga tumaliriza mu dakika 10 we tunaakomawo next time tugenda tunuulira streaming platform ezikyasinza okola amaanyi mu Uganda. Tugenda tunuulira why Uganda is back. Rwanda yatuyiseeko, Kenya yatuyitako dda, Tanzania etuli mu maaso. Lwaki tuli mabega? Then tugenda tunuulira entambula y'ezo platforms mu Uganda and lwaki zitambula bwezityo. Nga tugenda mu ddakiika 10. Bebe Cool is one of those artists that have been in the industry for 25 and above years.
Yeah.
He goes in other countries, produce an album, which is called Break the Shines. Does a press conference for 7 minutes, releases a song Circumference. It causes discussion on social media. First of all, when you look at Bebe Cool, banga lyabaddewo ne byabadde ayimba ne line gyali mu taking right now. Kirinawo nawe kiyinza ogatirako ku music industry.
Again, it goes back to what I said. Capital labor relations. Imagine Bebe Cool dropped Circumference in 2005 with that quality of production, with that quality of promo, with that quality of knowledge. Imagine Circumference dropped 2005. Okay, 2010. Let's say.
15 years ago.
Let's say 15 years ago. Do you know where we would be? Because again, Bebe Cool is one of the godfathers, one of the three. And like I told you, industry you're not gravitating or very inspired by the big three. Linda, abana bagenda improving our production, but because that's a top-notch production song. Like move mu bino bye tulimu ebyorugambe ebyokwogera. Like you hear the song, I don't need to love Bebe Cool. I don't need to be a fan. Oluwulira nawe, oluwulira nogamba, this is some other kind of sound. The song is well mixed and mastered. Owulira nga mix yeyo, master yeyo. Okitegeera. So if we had this earlier, but of course we wouldn't have it earlier because artists didn't have money. Okitegeera. Oyinza okusanga yagenze, I can tell you, a nice mix and master, that a nice mix, okay. Maybe you're going to do it in the UK or in the US. But in the minds of $1 nga 10.
Was UK?
Minds of $1 nga 10. No a master J.
Wait, $10?
Yes. No a master J akugambe, mpayo maybe 15. Already $1,010,000 na. Audio tonaba mukola, audio beatmaker agenda kugamba, oh bro, my session is 2,500. Ochitegera. Over Chris Beats, you think how much is their production? 3,000. Ochitegera. To get such quality of a song. So wesangenga audio ojimazeko million nga 225. But you do not have capital. So you won't do it. Or watch together. You won't do it.
Let's talk about the movement of the song. Okay, you said it might change something. The album might change something.
No, it's definitely going to, not might. Omanyi for abantu abali professional mfete tuli mu showbiz. Nze sebuzabuza isutiyo weba nungi nkugamba nti nungi nekugamba wagiguzeewa nange ngenda ninjigula. Ne mu showbiz music industry mwendabe ebintu nga omuntu ayinza okwogera kira ku TV then nankubira simu akanesha track. Omusajja abadde ayogera bwati. Nena fe tukoze kityo. Okitegera like vekopa naye tebagala laga nti vekopa. You get it? So definitely they're going to go that direction. Wait. Everyone is going to go that direction. I'm telling you the truth. These guys, let Chameleon do something, let Bobi do something. Why do we have so many people in politics now? You think their dreams were to be politicians? No. One of the godfathers is successful in politics. Watch together. These guys are influenced by the big three. And it's going to take a long time.
I have a question there. You said Bebe Cool is one of the godfathers.
Yes.
Why would someone that has been holding the industry go to another country, produce music in that country, and then sound like artist of that country? Agenda ku inspiring ate language yaffe okubera culture yaffe okubera influence the other side.
No, actually this is the thing. That because like when I'm releasing a song or an album, there's what we call strategic planning. Strategy will give you until this particular song is supposed to sell in Uganda. this particular song is supposed to sell. Like most people wonder, omanyi buli mwaka Andre tubane Mauritius, Colombia, Seychelles. Because his sound is as it was direct. It was intentional. We intentionally marketed him there. We intentionally marketed him Colombia. Kubanga sound zawe zigenda zifanana, and those are some of the biggest markets. Era olaba numbers za Andre. Teziva wano ziveyo. So when I'm releasing a song, I am intentional. So there's strategic planning. So that song, it's part of an album. I don't have things to do with Bebe Kuro. He's a singer, but I'm thinking like someone who is, maybe if I was on his team and I have a body of work, this is just one song. I've not heard what else is on that song.
The other songs, yeah.
But I think this one was supposed to serve what it should serve. Normally tachigula luji in the African market. Wachitegera. Luyinza obutakukolera kaleerwe nenga luyina kyelukolera, the brand in some other markets. Then kati gwe kaleerwe naawe oyinako oluyimba lwo. Oba kitegeera. So kyobola batoleta analyzing abakaleerwe to analyze the project. No, and I'm not in a bad way.
Nange Shalom bakuwadde ebibyo.
Who is Shalom? Nedda don't take a beat to yamwe. I'm saying the people, that certain people are very specific in their analysis. Or what you so toleta muntu who is analyzing at that level to analyze a project that was not meant. Or what you But like, look at Joshua, for instance. Look at Joshua Baraka, for instance. You cannot say, because Joshua is not singing in Chebando, you cannot say he's a failed artist. If Joshua is not performing in Liantonde, you can't say he's a failed artist. It's because of their strategy. Strategic planning yawe ndalamu.
Okay, still ngatumaliriza. Movement of the song, the speed mostly in Uganda. Botunulire ennyimba za Bebe Kulu endala zonna. Ziba ziddukira ku speed nnyo mu Uganda. Waya wagiraba. Speed nnyo mu Uganda. Sakamu French. Teri ku speed yazire ennyimba. Lwaki?
Again, it's because of what the intention is. And the people should understand, even artists who are watching, creatives who are watching, planning tetandika ng'oluyimba luwedde. Planning etandikira even mu studio. Oba kitegeera? Alright, baby, calm down. Global hit. But then a time comes, and Mavins with Rema, they want to penetrate in the Latin market. And guess who is the right fit? Selena Gomez. Wachitegera. So, nti tebali duyimba buyimbi mbo vibe. It's targeted to sell Rema in the Latin market.
Where should we go? Where is the money?
Exactly. So, this speed works for a certain marketplace. There's a song that I have my brother who is in Kigali. He's my real brother, Musoga Mnaife. But he's been there for a while. He's a star. He's called Uncle Austin. He's a star. Musoga Mnaife is my real brother.
Okay.
But he did a song with Daddy Andre. Then he told me, well, he was like, Shadrach, this song is not going to work in Kigali. It's too fast. Kigali is a francophone market. Next segment, Jabad was what your francophone markets, what your Latin markets, there are different kinds of markets.
Tumirako Judith Chosimire, Njalo tumirako Aisha, Sishiwanti, olwaleero mukutegedde ensonga ze tulimu kuba ebigambo bisuseemu ku bya bulijjo. So Rwanda music wa bali lazy. Okitegeera ali lazy. Bali nengere okitegeera kati Andre Bojane 1 2 okitegeera the song is nice. Kati ogwasoka search tegeera. Nangamba Shadrach, I know my marketplace. Okitegeera. Era we had to release it in Uganda. Not specific. Okay, na Kigali mugezako, but it's specifically not for that marketplace. Because francophone countries chabalaba, francophone beba mu bazaire beba mu aba French. Beba kachwa. Obalaba engeri je batambula. Balina engeri je batambula mu. It's a lazy market. Yani one yaliwa ne nanyiga abakazi. Yale this. Okitegeera olaba ennyimba za engeri zitambula mu. Mpola. That's also francophone. So, you don't just release music. You sit down and have a target.
So if you say we're doing the francophone market, what do they consume? Chiche bawulirize nnyo. If we are doing the Latin market, olaba Tyler, the South African girl, immediately Sony signed her. Olaba olimba reazeko kola the global hit. Lulimo Latin, because they are trying to sell her in the Latin market, because Latin, francophone are some of the biggest consumers of music. Chavala was Despacito 1 billion. Selena Gomez by 1 billion views. Shakira billion views. Those are the biggest consuming markets. And but on a strategic level, global strategic level, those are the markets we look at.
It has been our first episode with Shadrach. My name is Musoga Eclipse. Once again, subscribe and of course share to everyone to come and of course join the conversation. We shall be of course adding some English. Era tugenda kuba tuchukuliza ddala nga tugezaako ku bantu communicating to different people. Chobo izemu kiba kikulu nnyo. Omulamwa gwaffe guli gumu kukyusa music industry. Tubeeko we tusobola okufunira akasente. Era tujja tukakone ku financial bit eyo tumanye. Tusobola tyofuna music nga tetubesinze ku concerts, because ebintu bya concert byatabukidde ddala emisolo mingi. So tugenda tunulira omuyimbi we Uganda asobola atya okufuna akasente online. But when we come back in our next episode, mbabuli ebyo tugenda okubanga tunulira. Ladies and gentlemen, mukama bankuumire abawe weekend ennungi. Peace and love.